energy has an impact on others. It's another to own it. For so long you might have felt the need to dim your light, to soften your presence, or to make yourself more palatable for those who are uncomfortable in your energy. But let me tell you this, the world doesn't need a watered-down version of you. The world needs your full, radiant, unapologetic self. End quote. You see, being a chosen one isn't about being better than anyone else. It's about carrying a responsibility, a purpose, and a higher vibration that challenges the status quo. The very essence of your energy is disruptive because it's meant to awaken others. And awakening isn't always gentle. It's often raw, uncomfortable, and messy. This is why your presence can scare people. It's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because you're doing something right. Let's talk about why it's so important to stop apologizing for your energy. Every time you hide your truth, every time you shrink yourself to make others feel comfortable, you betray your purpose. And here's the thing, the people who are truly ready to grow, to heal, to step into their own light, they need your energy. They need you to be fully yourself so they can see what's possible. You are a beacon, a guide, a mirror for those who are ready to rise. But if you're constantly dimming your light, how can they find their way? Let me ask you something. How many times in your life have you held back because you were afraid of being too much? How many times have you silenced your intuition, your truth, your power, because you didn't want to make waves? And what would your life look like if you stopped doing that? What would happen if you gave yourself full permission to be who you are, without fear, without apology, without hesitation? The truth is, when you step into your power, you give others permission to do the same. This is one of the most beautiful effects of your spiritual energy. Yes, it might scare some people at first. It might challenge their comfort zones, their illusions, their old ways of thinking. But for those who are ready, your energy is a gift. It's a catalyst for transformation. And isn't that what the world needs right now? More people who are willing to shine their light even when it's uncomfortable? But let's be real, owning your light isn't always easy. It requires courage, it requires self-trust, and it requires a willingness to stand alone at times. Not everyone will understand you. Not everyone will celebrate your growth. Some people will project their fears and insecurities onto you, trying to make you doubt yourself. But remember this, their reaction is not your responsibility. You are not here to make everyone comfortable. You are here to be a force of truth, love, and transformation. And sometimes that means being misunderstood. So how do you stay grounded in your power when the world around you feels shaky? It starts with self-awareness. Pay attention to when you feel the urge to shrink or hide. Ask yourself, am I holding back because I'm afraid of how others will react? Or am I staying true to myself? The more aware you become of these moments, the easier it will be to choose authenticity over fear. Another key is to surround yourself with people who see and honor your light. Not everyone will understand you, but there are those who will. There are people who will be inspired by your energy, who will celebrate your growth, who will support you as you step into your power. Seek out those connections. Build a community of like-minded souls who uplift you rather than pulling you down. And remember, It's okay to let go of relationships that no longer align with who you are becoming. Sometimes outgrowing people is a necessary part of your journey. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools you have, your voice. As a chosen one, your words carry weight. When you speak, people listen, not just to your words, but to the energy behind them. This is why it's so important to speak your truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Your voice has the power to awaken, to heal, to inspire. But it only works if you use it. So let me ask you, what truth have you been holding back? What message is burning inside you, waiting to be shared? The world needs your voice. It needs your perspective. It needs your truth. And finally, let's talk about love. At the core of your spiritual energy is love. Pure, unconditional, transformative love. This is what scares people the most. Love is the most powerful force in the universe, and when you embody it fully, it shakes people to their core. But it's also what heals them. It's what brings them back to their own truth. So don't be afraid to lead with love, even when it's hard. Love is not weakness. Love is not submission. Love is the ultimate strength, the ultimate rebellion, the ultimate power. As we close this journey, I want to remind you of one thing. You are chosen for a reason. Your energy, your gifts, your presence, they are intentional, purposeful, and needed. You are here to make an impact, to create change, to be a light in a world that often feels dark. And yes, that might scare people, but it's also what will inspire them. So I'll leave you with this question. What would your life look like if you stopped holding back? If you fully owned your light, your power, your truth? How would the world around you transform? Now, go out there and shine. The world is waiting for you. Now that we've explored the power of your spiritual energy and how it impacts others, let's take it one step further. It's time to embrace the fearless glow of your essence. To not just own who you are, but to amplify it. Your energy is a rare gift, a fire that burns brightly in a world often cloaked in shadows. But that fire can be intimidating, not just to others, but to yourself. Let's be honest. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by your own intensity? Have you ever wondered if you're capable of carrying the weight of your purpose? If so, you're not alone. But here's the truth. You were built for this. You see, every chosen one goes through a phase of self-doubt. It's almost like a rite of passage. You ask yourself, why me? Why do I feel so different? Why does my energy have this effect on people? But instead of seeing your uniqueness as a burden, I want you to see it as a calling. You're not here to blend in, you're here to stand out. And yes, that comes with challenges, but it also comes with unparalleled opportunities to heal, to inspire, and to transform the world around you. The first step to shining brighter is to stop fearing your own light. This might sound simple, but it's one of the hardest lessons to learn. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that standing out is dangerous, that being too much will lead to rejection or isolation. But the truth is, your light isn't the problem, it's the solution. It's not your job to dim yourself to fit into spaces that